Hey y'all, what's up? Okay, so your girl just became an affiliate for Kiara LASHAE, teamlashae.com. Check down below in the description box where you can get waist trainers, booty bands, this cute little lavender yoga fit that I had got. Okay, it was real cute. I've been working out in it, y'all. I'm getting my life to Kiara LASHAE, but I'm also getting my life to this ISOT. Y'all can play around if y'all want to, but it has definitely helped me see results in my workout. Definitely dropped some water weight. Definitely been cleaning out my colon and such. Okay, get your colon clean. All right, y'all. Links to everything down below. Team LASHAE, TLCT. Get that ISO T in your life, okay? Oh, and also, don't forget about Omiage. Get you some. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Love and Marriage Huntsville review, y'all. Yes, okay, one of my favorite shows to review. Hey Mel, okay, look. So before we get into this episode's events, I want to give y'all a little bit of tea about what is the word on the curb about Melody Martell and Ariane Curry, the other woman. Okay, so apparently y'all have been saying in my comments, and I have heard from other sources, that Ariane Curry is pregnant for Martell at this juncture. Now, she came out last year and said that she was pregnant and had an abortion at some point. And it seems as if she might have gotten pregnant for him a second time, but has decided to keep the baby. I'm not sure. That's just the, rumors that I'm hearing. Now, the only reason that I'm even paying attention to those rumors is because it is a fact that Melody Hope filed for divorce this week, okay? Citing irreconcilable differences. She's also moved to Georgia, to Atlanta, and she is no longer in the home that they share. They have also put that home on the market, which is in a very upscale golf course type neighborhood in a cul-de-sac, okay? So they're selling their house. She says that, they can have joint custody. She's not asking for child support, and he can, have the kids. She can have the kids. They're fine with that. But they need a judge to help them decipher through their businesses and a tax lien for $150 some odd thousand that they have from their business. So, yeah. Even though it's looking up, it seems as if things haven't really changed much with Martell and Melody, and she has decided that she's had enough. And that's why I think that girl must be pregnant. I think the girl must be pregnant, and that's why Melody has decided to go ahead and file for divorce. It's one thing to deal with a cheatation, even dealing with a cheatation on a public scale. But after it all comes out, for you to go back to sleeping with the girl and then get her pregnant, yeah. That's definitely when we out this bitch. Like, that's when it's really over. Okay? And yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that she's filed for divorce, because obviously you want to be with Ariane. Go and be with Ariane if that's what you want to do. All right? But to continue to be in this marriage with this woman, impregnating her, asking for her to stop working and to be more a part of y'all's family dynamic, all for you to go and get this other girl pregnant, like, yeah, it's time to go. So let's go ahead and get into the episode. So it starts off where it left off. We're at the baby shower, and Martell and Maurice are having a conversation. Maurice is trying to get Martell to understand how all of his mess has caused issues with everybody, including Marceau and Tisha. All of this started because Martell can't keep his dick in his pants or keep his mess on the low. Martell doesn't seem to think he's done anything to Marceau and Tisha, which is ridiculous, okay? Y'all have done things to each other, okay? And we know that y'all brought the mamas into it, and it's gonna get even messier as the season goes on. But specifically, what Maurice was trying to say is that Marceau was not being malicious. And when you were upset when he initially was laughing about you getting caught cheating like everybody else was, he apologized. He said that he understands and he wouldn't want his friends talking about his situation like that. So he understands. He apologizes for laughing or speaking on your entanglement, Martell, okay? But Martell feels like that apology only came to keep more of Marceau's dirt under wraps. And I think that's true as well. I do think that's true. But I also think that Martell is an unstable creature. He's a Mitch. And he's handling this situation like somebody that doesn't have a handle on his emotions. Like, really? You gonna handle this like a straight Mitch, huh? Whew, Lord, just layers on layers on layers of how Martell really needs help. He's not connecting. And I feel like this whole idea that he's this super sweet guy, no, he's somebody that knows how to put on. He shows you what he wants you to see. But under wraps, he's very narcissistic, and he showcases that at every turn, y'all. I'm going to point it out throughout the episode. This was the first. Him sitting up there thinking that him cheating has not caused all of this collateral damage. And it has. And it's also been public. And your girlfriend got on Facebook and told everybody stuff that we already knew, but, you know, gave us context, I guess. So the point still remains that you were in this relationship with this girl while carrying on in your marriage like nothing had ever happened. And that is crazy, and that is a problem, and that is an issue. And if whenever somebody brings up what you've done, you get defensive and you don't want to comment on the issue because you've moved past it and you're this better person, then why do you have to lie? If you've moved past it, if you've learned, if you're a better person, then there is no need to continue to lie, Martell. And you continue to lie over and over and over again in the dumbest, stupidest ways, especially when you lie about shit you have previously said or done on camera. Lord help us. So the next day, Mel and Martell are opening gifts that they've gotten from everybody, and they just can't believe all the love they've received for this fourth baby. They open one of Kimmy's gifts, and then, you know, Melody calls Kimmy and Maurice shit friends, says that they've decided to stop being shit friends. And I'm like, girl, I don't know how you think that they're going to be okay with you referring to them as shit friends because they got caught up in the middle of y'all and the other Scott's foolishness. I think that is unfair. Now, at the end of the day, it did start to work on my nerves the way Maurice and Kimmy were constantly placing themselves in the middle of an argument between these two grown couples. Let them fight their own battles. Maurice, you worked on my nerves at the reunion. Kimmy, you was kind of, you know, tap dancing a little bit, but not too much because you know I love you. But I do feel like you just need to let it go. If they don't want to be friends, especially after everything that has happened on social media, then you need to just let it go. But let the lines be drawn clear that when I'm with you or when I'm with you, don't be talking bad about the other party in front of me or with me as if I'm supposed to be on your side. Because at one point, we were all friends, and now y'all asking Kimmy to choose a side. Specifically Kimmy, to choose a side. And I just feel like it's unfair. I'm going to start calling them Eminem, y'all, to not have to keep saying Melody and Martell Holt, okay? So Eminem continued a conversation about their two fathers and how their two mothers are always there for them, but their two fathers are not. Martell's dad said that he was going to come to the baby shower. He did not show up to the baby shower. Melody's dad couldn't even be bothered to make time to say he was going to come. So yeah, they want to work on that. But I thought it was very telling how Martell was joking about it. You know, you know it's not for my daddy. Yeah, that's not funny. You a grown-ass man. That's an issue for you that you need to deal with, and stop acting like it doesn't hurt that your daddy wasn't there for you the way you wanted him to be, and how he continues to not be there for you the way you want him to be. And let's be very clear. Everything, all the issues that you have with your father, you let off on Melody. And that is so unfair. But he says that he wants Melody's dad in their lives for sure because he's a role model. He has businesses and he owns property and blah, 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 blah. And we see how those things don't make a lick of a difference if somebody chooses not to be present for their child. It doesn't even matter. So y'all, Martell takes Melody's brother Marcus down to a jewelry store to buy her a push gift. And for some reason, Martell thought that bringing Marcus with him was going to gain him brownie points. He has got to stop doing everything from a place of hoping he's going to get something in return, okay? But Marcus tells him that, you know, you got daddy issues. We all know that the reason why you went and had sex with another woman is so you can get validation because your father never gave it to you. Now, while Marcus is in the middle of saying this, when he says sexual parts, Martell is like, who said I had sex? Who said that? Who said I had sex? I never had sex, never said that. And then, of course, the editors and producers put in 2 previous times where he's admitted that the situation with Ariane Curry was sexual. Sir, cut it the fuck out. You can't sit up here and lie to Marcus for the second time about how you cheating on his sister and think he's going to believe you. And then you have the audacity to get upset and feel like he's just going to have to listen to me and that's going to be that. Martell, what the hell are you talking about? You need to be lucky that Marcus is a teacher, because otherwise he would have body slammed your ass outside that jewelry store. Like, he's your size, he's just as muscular, he's in good shape, and it could have went all the way down, especially with this attitude he seems to have where he feels like nobody is entitled to question him about what he has done. It's not over just because you decided that it's over. It's not. And everybody is not so quick to forgive or forget. And you can't get mad about that, because this is what happens when you cheat on your wife for years and then it comes out publicly. This is what happens. Marcus says, 1.5 years ago, you sat in my house and told me that you weren't cheating on my sister and that was a lie. So I don't know what to believe. It will behoove you to show me some shit instead of always telling me some shit. So then we see Martell go over to Kimmy's, and he says that, you know, him and Mel are in a much better place. She's the happiest that she's ever been. And Kimmy's like, oh, that's great, that's good. And while Mel is the happiest that she's ever been, it seems as if Ariane is the unhappiest that she's ever been. And he was like, well, she's the side chick. And she was like, I'm not gonna call her that. And I'm like, oh. So now everybody's friends with the side chick. Let's be very clear. When a man is married and in a relationship, and I mean in active, not separated, in an active relationship with his wife to the point that she is now pregnant with their 4th child, anybody else is a side chick. And I am annoyed, and I was annoyed last season with the way that I feel as if everybody wants to treat Ariane like she's some victim. You chose to be in a relationship with a married man. You are not a victim. And for Kimmy to bring up how unhappy she is as if her choices have not led to her unhappiness, I just was like, wow, Kimmy, I don't know how you think you and Mel are going to be friends after this. And then Kimmy gets on the situation with Destiny and how she said that she didn't know those people and that pissed them off. And Martell was like, well, you know what you was doing when you said that. And she was like, look, at the end of the day, I don't know them. I don't know why that offended them. But if you coming at me, I might say a little something. And I know what I meant when I said it. So to me, I feel like you know what you were saying when you stood up on this show to defend Ariane as if her happiness is a factor in this situation. It's a factor as far as she's concerned. And that's probably why if you were looking for, you know, your happiness in the long run, maybe you shouldn't have, you know, got into a relationship with a married man. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm not like shitting on Ariane because we all make mistakes, okay? But it is the way she feels the need to make Melody the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the season, the first season, it was just a lot of Mel did this and Mel did that, as if it is Mel's fault that you slept with her husband. And that is why I don't like Ariane and the people that cap and buck for her. Okay? Because just take your lick and shut the fuck up if that's what you want to do. Like, but then don't get on Facebook and tell a whole story and then blame it that, you know, oh, Mel tried to whoop my ass. Well, you did fuck her man for a considerable amount of time. So, I mean, an ass whooping is the least you can get. Okay? And now it's out there that you might possibly be pregnant, probably at the same time as Mel. Are y'all serious? Are y'all serious? Like, if Martell wants to be with Ariane, then I think he should go and do that. And I think he should be able to do that without everybody trying to make it seem like his wife is the issue and the problem and she deserves whatever she got put through. Because when they were in college, Martell decided that he was going to stop dating another girl so that he can date her. It's not the same. Being married is not the same as being in a relationship in college. I'm not going to say that again. And I'm tired of saying it because I feel like I said it a million times last season, because there was always somebody in my fucking comments talking about what she did in college as if that's of any consequence. Once people get married, anything that happened beforehand doesn't fucking matter. That is the wife. That is it. That is it. So y'all, Martell gives Melody her push gift that he got for her. And she gets emotional and starts to cry. And I'm definitely going to choke that up to her being pregnant. Because a gift does not mean that he stopped being a dog. But I feel like at this point, she felt like he was making the changes that she was requiring of him. Until she found out that that girl was possibly pregnant. Like I'm telling y'all, I think that's what happened. That's the only thing that makes sense when you look at how she really was all in at this point. You know, they're about to have their baby. He seems to be showing her all the love and attention that she wants in order to make her feel comfortable. I feel like at this point, everything is looking up, even though I think Martell is still very much an asshole. But they go to the hospital because it's time for them to have their baby. And he's recording her and talking about how it's not that bad and how, you know, he wouldn't have gotten epidural because the labor pain isn't that bad. It's just like when he had gallstones. I was like, I've had gallstones. It's not as bad as childbirth because it's not even as bad as cramps that I've had. But okay, Martell, see what I mean? Narcissistic asshole, your gallbladder is the same as this woman's bones breaking so that her cervix can open up for a child to exit. Your gallstones. Word. Y'all, I hate him. So they have a very easy delivery of baby Milani, and it's beautiful. And Mel is Superwoman at the end of the day. Mel is working while in labor, has a baby, jumps out of that labor like it's absolutely nothing, and goes right into the revealing of her beauty product called Embrace. She has an event in order to, you know, showcase her products. And Martell, right before, is telling her how she needs to take some things off of her list of things to do. And she feels like, well, now that you're back in the household, you should be picking up my slack so I don't have to do as much. But the idea that he is constantly trying to get her to dim her light and saying that she needs to slow down because she had gotten in a car accident. Now, I feel like you definitely need to slow down if you can't concentrate on the road, because anything could have happened. But all in all, I still feel like he uses any opportunity he can to try to take independence away from her so that it will be harder for her to eventually leave him, so that she will be stuck having to deal with him, a man who pretends as if he really wants to be monogamous, but really feels entitled to have another girlfriend because he provides for his family. Yeah, that's where we're at with it. So Kimmy comes in while Eminem are talking to Destiny and LaDerrick, and Destiny is showing her little baby bump, and they're talking, and you know that she and Kimmy have a little beef. So Kimmy walks in and walks right through their little foursome, speaks to Martell and Melody, and then acts as if Destiny and LaDerrick are not even there. Doesn't even acknowledge them. She says, if you don't want this attitude from me, don't bring no bullshit to my door. And that's just that. So Melody gets up there to give a speech about how she has a version of rosacea, and as she got older, that led her to realize that other women have it, and she wanted to come out with the product that helps with that, and she has this beautiful black female chemist that's helped her with all of that. So this is all great, right? And then here comes Tisha, and she says, hold up. We're going to take a pause for the cause, and, you guys can just, get some food and get ready, and we're going to set up for the demonstrations. Okay, thank you so much, okay? She drags Martell's ass back to some of the rooms they have in the back that she was getting dressed in. And she's like, I didn't invite her. I didn't want to invite her. That's why she didn't receive an invitation. And Kimmy is shocked to see Tisha there. Oh, girl, this is gonna be a mess. That's what she was thinking, okay? Y'all, when Melody called security to have Tisha escorted out, I was just like, wow, way to take it deep. At this point, this shit is personal. And I would like for them to go into more specifics about everything, so I could understand how mad I should be. Because I just personally feel like this was overkill. This was to embarrass Tisha, and I felt like it was unnecessary. You could have just let her be there and ignore her. Like, yes, bitch, look at my new company. Look at how great I am. I just had a baby, and look at me. Dipping it and doing it, got a business. This nigga still here, okay? I just had a baby. I look like this. Like, you could have used that opportunity to shine on her. But I do understand, because Tisha is the type of person to be around you, also that she can steal shit from you mentally, steal your ideas, and then adapt them into something to do for her own, you know, because she can't come up with the shit by herself. You know, so I do understand how Melody feels. I don't know if I would have handled it that way, but it's her event. So if she wanted to get the bitch escorted out, it's her prerogative. But I thought it was unnecessary. I thought it was messy. I thought it was uncalled for. And just honestly, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I just felt like that was just wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. I get it, but I felt like it was fucked up. And that's just how I feel about it. So yeah, y'all. That was Love and Marriage Huntsville episode 2. I hope y'all was season 2 episode 2. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.